check 'em out. Books, check 'em out.
Pick up a book. You got a fantasy, imagination can take you to where you wanna be. Are you curious? How can you find out?
Books, check 'em out. Books, check 'em out.
Read about stars and cars, play electric guitars, or cops that work hard, patrolling the boulevard, the heavyweight champ and his craziest bout.
Books, check 'em out. Books, check 'em out. At your library.
I'm Mrs. Matthews. Welcome to the Treasure Mountain Library. Come on in. Today you have the awesome opportunity to learn about your Treasure Mountain Library. By participating in this orientation, you will learn how to access resources, both here at school as well as online through our virtual library. You will also apply your understanding of the procedures and expectations that help keep our library running smoothly. Finally, you will also be introduced to the many services we provide here at your Treasure Mountain Library. Welcome to the Treasure Mountain Library. The library is open before school by 7:15 a.m. each morning, after school until 3 o'clock, and during lunch as much as possible. You may come to the library during class with teacher permission, that's your hall pass, and during teacher scheduled class time for instruction. When you visit the library on your own, please first check to see if we are open. If we are, come on in, with your hall pass, of course. Be sure to sign in like this responsible student here.
Get a new book from the library.
Me too.
Wait, where's your pass?
I don't know. YOLO.
Use our search stations and apply your understanding of the library's organization, and you will find just the right book. Let's take a tour of the 4 main sections of our library.
The fiction section is organized alphabetically, starting with A over there and winding its way to Z over there. And look, I was looking for the book by Becca Fitzpatrick, and I followed alphabetically to F, and then F-I, and then F-I-T, and found it right here. And look, here is where I would find Neil Schusterman's section in the S's. We have Sequel to Unwind is on the shelf. Melville Dewey was so smart. Melville Dewey was so smart when he figured out how to arrange the nonfiction section. Have a basic understanding of where things are found in the nonfiction, and you are set to go. For example, the 700s is where you're going to find things having to do with the arts and recreation. For example, here is a book on skateboarding ramp tricks. That's the 700s, and the 796s, where you'll find specifics about sports. Here I am in the back of the library looking to find a biography that goes with my hat. Whatever shall I do?
Using our library's advanced search option, I entered B for biography and keyword Viking. Look what I found.
And here we have the book on Queen Emma and the Vikings. Alphabetical starting with A and ending with B. Hi. Over here, near the back of the library, is where you'll find our audiobook collection. We have not only MP3 CDs, which you are going to need to borrow a drive to be able to download this year, to CDs, and also we have a full collection of Playaway audiobooks.
Look at Perfect Claudia doing her homework for Mr. Parker's. She is a very good library user. She's reading her book on Greek mythology and her audiobook on the Odyssey from the beautiful library. Claudia is a very good library user.
Newspapers are delivered to our library daily. Don't forget the ease of an old-fashioned current event from the newspaper. Current magazines are for reading in the library, but you are more than welcome to check out the older editions. Here's Sydney enjoying Writing magazine. Now that we have toured the main sections of our physical library, let's now look at the resources available to you through our virtual library. From the library Canvas page, you can access Pioneer's many databases. This year's home access password is student. From the library Canvas page, you can access our ebook collection, biography and context database, and even our online subscription to Teen Health and Wellness. Don't worry, I'll help you navigate through these resources when you come in for instruction.
Mountain read the different books that are nominated for the Beehive Awards in the state of Utah. This year there are 12 books, and if you read any of these awesome books, you can be entered into a drawing to win fabulous prizes both in December and in January. So come take a look.
And here we have some of your favorite teachers reading this year's Beehive nominees. Miss Valeka, Shadow and Bone, Miss Winans, Wrapped, and Miss Hooker with Welcome Caller, This is Chloe, which is way better than the cover looks like. Book you want that isn't on the shelf? Place a hold. When it's your turn, we will deliver the book to you with candy. Login is your lunch ID number +13, and your password is your last name. Now let's run through some procedures and expectations that help our library run smoothly. Our library has a nice academic environment. You may check out up to 3 items at a time, and they will be due back to the library in 3 weeks. We will give you a buffer of a 2-day grace period past the due date, but then if the item is not returned, there will be a 5 cents per day overdue charge per item. Be a responsible library user. Returning your items on time makes them available for someone else. In a bind and need a charge for your laptop? Bring it on into the library and we'll help take care of you. While your laptop is charging, you will wear a wristband that must be returned to reclaim your charged laptop. Be sure to wear the wristband like Claudia the Good, and don't play with it like Ava the Bad. We are currently exploring alternatives for student printers, but for now you are able to print to the library. Please be respectful of the library space when you pick up your papers, and let's save the trees. Only print when absolutely necessary. Just because the printer is in the library does not make me an expert on printing. In fact, I despise this printer, and this video captures my feelings perfectly. Let's watch Claudia the Good and Abe the Bad as they show you when the library is and isn't open.
Lights are off.
It doesn't matter. Let's go anyway.
No, we don't go into the library when the lights are off.
Whoa, look, the lights are on now.
But the sign says the library's closed.
So, let's go anyways.
No, you can't.
One last thing. I'm good at running the library, but I'm not so good or so interested in fixing machines, making copies, or handing out Kleenex. Thanks for respecting the sign to the teacher workroom. Let's review the library orientation objectives. You now know how to access materials, both in our physical library and our virtual library through Canvas. You know how to apply your understanding of the procedures that keep our library running smoothly. So the next step? Come visit in person. I'll see you soon.
I'm Miss Horn, and I love the Treasure Mountain Library.
I'm Miss Stein, and I love the Treasure Mountain Library.
I'm Mrs. Campbell, and I love Treasure Mountain Library.
I'm Miss Gaudet, and I love the Treasure Mountain Library.
I'm Kevin McIntosh, and I love the Treasure Mountain Library. It's sweet.
We love the Treasure Mountain Library.
I'm Kevin McIntosh, and the library here at Treasure Mountain rocks, and so does the librarian. Get in there.
off your hat while you're in the school building.